Going to town, basically, and then my two middle daughters and I were hit by a drunk driver. I was knocked unconscious, and the girls told me that, you know, they were awake the whole time, and in their mind, like, it just felt like they were on a roller coaster with how we were twirling, and they remember seeing sparks and all that kind of stuff. And then I woke up. It couldn't have been too long after that with them yelling at me, you know, Mom, please wake up, please wake up. I remember my husband coming up to the side of my door saying, Carey, are you okay? And at that point, like, the resolve that I had built up, it's like when I heard his voice, I like let it go for a minute and I said, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad. The first impact from the front of the car, you know, and it just kind of pushed everything up into me, but then that second impact in the side of my door pushed me over against the console. And then those are the things that broke my pelvis and crushed my lower legs. Pieces of my car had actually like embedded themselves into my lower legs, so just trying to get them free took forever. It was nearly an hour. My three worst, and the ones that give me my partial disabilities today, are my pelvis and then both of my lower legs and ankles. My pelvis I've had 3 surgeries on, and I have metal in there and it's fused. And then my lower legs I've had 9 surgeries on total, and they are fused also. So those 3 joints don't move anymore, and they're definitely the ones that cause me the most difficulty. For having a mind that is so active all the time and being able to just get up and do whatever you want to. I mean, I had no limitations before all this happened. If I wanted to go do something, I was just able to do it, whether it was physically or mentally. Oh, wearing my seatbelt, and all 3 of us, it's a huge part of why we are here today, because looking at the images of our car, I mean, you can't believe that anybody even came out of that alive. I mean, that was a devastating car crash, and it just took an enormous amount of time for them to put me back together so that I could hopefully get up and walk again. I learned I had survivor's guilt, and I'd heard of it before, but I just had no concept of what that felt like. And I did not cause this crash. I mean, that night we were doing everything right, everything, and it still happened. And that man lost his life. And I feel bad for him because I don't know why he passed away and I didn't. I couldn't understand it, I guess, because you never think it's gonna happen to you, even though you know it can. When you find yourself in that moment where either you're going to drive distracted, or if you see someone else drive distracted, is remember that you're in control. You have a choice on whether you're going to proceed with that, or if you're going to take a step back and evaluate your situation and say, you know what, I don't think this is the best idea right now, and maybe I should call somebody, because there is no harm in that at all. I'm telling, like, if it's a teen, your parents are not going to be upset with you if you call and say, you know what, this is what I did tonight, and I really don't think it's safe for me to drive. Can you please come pick me up? I just couldn't, I could not get the word accident even to come out of my mouth, because it wasn't an accident. Someone made a bad decision that night that resulted in me having permanent disabilities and the loss of his life. And it's a crash. It was, you know, an accident is something that you don't intend to do. And when you are distracted while you're driving, you're doing that on purpose, and you cause something very devastating to happen.